Hello, everybody. This is Vinny, your career guide. Today, I'm discussing something very interesting for your kids. That is all about homeschooling. So, what is this homeschooling and what is the benefit of homeschooling? Homeschooling is the concept which is getting in trend after COVID situations. Earlier, also, it was there, but it was for specific or a certain group of crowd. But now it has happened, it is taken up by everybody because they have understood the reality and the fact of the education system and the benefit of homeschooling. So here in homeschooling, what happens is you can concentrate, make your kids concentrate on a particular thing where they are interested. They don't need to be always to have a score or a marks to do something. So let's be practical and understand. For example, I would like to start the homeschooling concept with an example and also end with an example so that it will stay in everybody's mind. For example, most of you people have bikes, right? You have a vehicle which you use for transportation from one location to other location, and this vehicle needs a service. Few people goes for service station or few people go for service station in showroom, right? So now you for minimum today two wheeler will be costing around 1 lakh rupees. It's quite expensive still, and some vehicles bikes are like 5 lakh 6 lakh or crores also is available. So now what I mean to say is you are putting your valuable bike to a person who has not done automobile engineering and you're trusting him to repair your bike. How is this? Why is this? Do you ever go and ask that mechanic, have you completed your 10th marks or have you completed your automobile engineering and what is your score and which university you go, which college you go, and then are you leaving your bike? No. You know you're gonna just drop your bike and ask for the repair. By seeing him, you know he can do the things better than anybody. There are some cases where the kids like about 14, 15, 16 years, they just listen to the bike sound and they tune the accelerator or they tune the engine rpm because they are so perfect. They have spent a lot of time and they have involved in that activity so that they understood the engine and imagined the engine very well, and they can remove the carburetor, they can remove the spark plug, they can dismantle the engine, and the can reassemble the engine as it is like a showroom. So now the example is little harsh to accept it because we so-called educateds, we go and leave your expensive bike to a person without asking his qualification, which university or how much marks he scored, right? The common thing is he never been to school, he never been to college, but he knows to read and write and repair your bike better than anybody. Your thing is service, and the service is given in the best way by that person. Then what is your concern now? So, this is where the homeschool concept plays a major role in everybody's life. It is not for particular sector of students, it is for everybody. Homeschool concept is an idea of educating their children at home instead of sending them to a school. Homeschooling, parents are guardians or anybody who is responsible. We will take care of designing and implementing of the education curriculum. In India you have this opportunity, most of them doesn't know. Your father might be a professor, your mother might be a doctor. I think being a professor and doctor, you can create a curriculum for your kid and prepare your kid to become hybrid of doctor and computers or professor teaching. He can become anything. So now what I'm trying to say is this is the liberty and this is the option we have. We need to make use of it. This may involve textbooks, some online courses, or today's trend, artificial intelligence videos, or you might use AR and VR material for resources. So, homeschooling has become very increasingly popular in recent years. Recently, I came to know in Pune, just across in Pune, there is more than 25,000 teachers Their kids are not being sent to schools. They are unschooling and they are preparing their kids for better future without going to school. And they are the teachers who have taken this decision. Teachers are making earning money working there, but the kids are put across in a special, considered, structured manner of syllabus and subject, which make the kid to stand in a crowd and say, I am this. So that is a proud moment, right? So homeschool was become increasingly popular in these years, and some families chosen homeschooling and provide more individualized education tailored to the child's need, as per the child need. For example, your son is very flexible and you and he is very good in running, then I think you will need to concentrate and create more Chopras. See, Neeraj Chopra is just throwing a stick. He made a huge difference in the world. He was a very fat fellow in his young age. His parents were so fed up because he was so fat. It was very challenging. So what they did is they put him in a ground so that he'll run and burn the fat. Along by burning the fat, he gained some skills of throwing that javelin. And today he got a gold medal to the nation and is a proud moment for everybody. Won't you think your kid is capable of discovering something? It is possible. Galileo never wanted to discover nine planets, or he never wanted to know Earth is center or Sun is at center. He was so confused. But we Indians already made a Navagrahas way back. So that means we know the sun was at center. To know simple things, you know need some master to come and God tell you so many things and spend more time. In a shortest period, you can gain a lot of things. I think you just need to use your organ called eye. If you open your eyes, you have a lot of opportunities. So now, homeschooling provides individual education and learning environment and curriculum. Homeschooling can also practical options of family who live in remote and rural areas. So there are some families who are in very rural part and they have to travel like 10-20 kilometers. I think this homeschool works really good. Maybe we can work on along with like 2 days residential, 2 days online, and rest leave it to kids. They will definitely learn, because just give a gadgets for them. Gadgets can make the kids improvise, think different. Download YouTube Kids and give it to your kids. Definitely it will not go out of the track. They will always get stuck, because a lot of educational videos is designed to promote on YouTube Kids. So keeping that YouTube Kids, I think that is a take home, where you can start downloading immediately and give to your kids. Give the phones to them. Don't hide it. Don't protect it. Get the good phones where it will not get heated up and which has a good resolution. I think that you can spend money and hand over the gadgets to the kids. Let them discover. See, most of the engineering students today, whoever you say, whatever you say, without calculator, they cannot multiply more than two numbers or three numbers. Very few can do that, and nobody knows the last number in the mathematics. It's infinite. So keeping all these things, please, along with the trend, get move along with the trend. So now what I mean to say is, give the gadgets to kids, control it with the technology which you have already. Socialized opportunity will be available. Kid can attend all the programs, he can play a lot, he can do everything. Along with that, he can also study. See, Sachin Tendulkar never got a time to go to school and study and spend time, but he became a god of cricket. How? Because he dedicated himself for one concentrated thing, that was cricket, and he made it a fortune out of it. And today, Virat Kohli or Mahendra Singh Dhoni just respect Sachin as a god of cricket, and he's become a legend. If he went to school and if he scored 100 marks, I don't think you would have called him a legend, right? So, but when he scored hundreds and hundreds and hundreds for India, he became a legend. So, let your kids also score whatever they want. Give a right opportunity at the right time. Right time and right opportunity is more important. If the kids get matured, you cannot work along with them. Remember this, very important. From your age of 3 to 5 or 5 to 7 is very critical and important. You have to design the kids in such a way they should ask questions, they have to get curiosity, and they have to explain things by themselves. You should ask them, what is this, what is that, what are you doing, explain me, tell me, teach me. They do the better job. Learning diverse classrooms, they have a diverse dimension, different dimension. You see in 3D, but the kids are seeing in 5D, remember that. So you cannot discriminate a kid saying that he is nonsense. No, you might be the nonsense because we conclude, the kids doesn't conclude. Give them a flexible options through your family members, give them opportunity to learn whatever the possible things comes in front of you. Recently I saw a kid taking a coconut leaf and designing. A kid, by seeing a bamboo, he should think, how, what are the baskets I can design. That's where the creativity lies, that's where our tradition was lying. Our grandmother knows what rain, there were different names, Swati, Muttu, and there are different names which we used to call for the rains. But today we have completely lost. What I mean to say is, we had some skills, we lost it, we didn't carry over. That is the reminder for us. So education can work well, and families can get along with kids, and they can discover more. And if you talk about disadvantage, before making any decision to homeschool, it is also important that you understand the regulations and governing homeschools of their jurisdiction. Where a different state has different restrictions, please do concentrate on that point before making some decisions, and spend some time in learning, understanding. Do comment, do discuss. I'm here to help you and assist you. So there are several benefits in homeschool concept, including first thing I would like to say is, it is about customizing your education, individualizing your education. For example, I have a kid called A and a kid B, and A and B are not the same. So you can say kid A can go with physics, kid B can do maths and biology. Depends. So what I mean to say is, you can customize as per the individual education. Homeschooling allows parents to try their child education in their individual needs and learning system. This can lead to more personalizing and effective learning experience. Have I know so many kids, by the age of 4 5, they are expert in spell bee. You might have seen the American shows. Oh, those kids are really crazy. They can spell such a words which we couldn't even pronounce, and the words are like 23, 27 alphabets. So now what I mean to say is, we can design the kids. Remember that. You can give the right environment and right situations, I think. And if you understanding is more important. You cannot just give some things and ask the kid to prepare. No, you should have a proper understanding about homeschools and understanding various types of things and skills which you can design in individual. The first thing is customization of education and flexibility schedule. You have flexible. If the kid is not interested to study, it's okay, no problem, leave him. Spend 2 3 days, they get bored, and then they come back. When they come back, make them understand the importance of it. For example, when you are taking a kid on a long drive, you ask them, which place are you? If they can't identify, ask them to read. If they can't read, just leave them. Automatically they will start, whenever you're traveling, seeing the board. When they start seeing the board, they'll start recognizing the alphabets, and slowly they'll come back to you and pronounce things which you will make your mind blow. That's how you need to do, because most of the parents think I am expert, and they will try to teach the spellings, or make them forcibly do. When you force something to do, they will do it, but they will not repeat it. So stop forcing kids, let them repeat it by themselves, inspire in such a way, give them opportunity, understand them, and logically put across things without talking. Safe learning in environment, kids can be in very safe zone, secured, and there will be no bullying, because in most of the schools the count is like 50, 60 people. Some kids are getting bullied, and the psychological effect, they will not come and tell to your house. They will suffer themselves, and it will prolong for a long time, and they will build a lot of competition. So when the competition increases, the students or the kids always get depressed. Initially it will motivate them, but somewhere they get really depressed because they cannot be number one all the time. Let's be the practical. You cannot be number one always. Life is a cycle, it comes, goes, and you have to face it. So in that case, the kids also should be prepared. In Indian education culture, the kids, especially in the gurukuls, are prepared for first thing is to manage mind and emotion things, then they will teach. But in western culture, western education, we are directly jumping into books and teaching them, but really they are not able to cope up with the physiological or the mental situations in life. Next would be a stronger family bonding. You will have a good attachment with kids, and the kids can understand you, and you can understand them very well. I think this would be a greatest opportunity in the current situations. Next would be is extracurricular activities. You can put your kids under swimming, music class, football, or indoor games. Let them discover themselves. Let them watch things which they like, and then also study along with that. Definitely, they will definitely pick up. Concentrate more on sports, music, and art, and drama, the theaters, and you can give also into gymnastics. You can also concentrate full time on particular things which your kid is interested. And higher academic achievements are more. There are most universities across the world like UK and USA. They prefer the kids who is coming from homeschooling, or unlearned schools kids are more preferred because they have come to a conclusion with a lot of research and understanding. These kids make huge difference because they don't do competition, because they don't know what is competition. They do what they know. They do what they're best. If you create a kids to do their best, that is the best you can do. But when you create a competition, they will just give competition, and one day they'll tell, I'm a loser. At that time, they will search for success. So becoming loser and becoming a success is also challenging. But why can't you just do no success, no failure? Just do whatever you can do. You can play a music, just play it. If it is really nice, people will stand back to you. As simple as that. The kid's interest is more important. Concentrate on that point. And self-designing homeschooling. You can design your subjects, topics as per the student interest. Ask your son or daughter which subject you want today, like which game we shall play. Definitely they'll tell, I want this, I want that. You do that. If they just like mathematics, just go in the flow. Today, lot of mathematic activities, games are available on games like Matific is one of the which I personally like compared to other things. Matific, there you can just download it and you can subscribe. It has a lot of games where the kids can learn numbers very easily. Multiplication, division, grade wise, standard wise, interest wise, the games are promoted and designed. So keeping that, online homeschooling is also available. You can go and subscribe with some set of online schools where the kids make a choice of subjects and start studying, and the teachers will provide that. And homeschooling, cooperative societies and homes systems, and rural part, there are some cooperations where they arrange the homeschooling concept, weekly twice, weekly thrice classes. So that also will help the kids. And hybrid homeschooling, like go to school for 10 days, 10 days relax, go to 10 days for school. So 1 month is finished with lot of fun. So hybrid schools are more getting in trend in coming days. I think we can concentrate on that point. So keeping all these things, I'm very interested, dedicated for these kind of things. If anybody is interested to support and sponsor in Bangalore and surrounding, or in anywhere in Karnataka, close to the cities, I think we can work across and prepare a good homeschooling concept, where everybody can involve, where your parents also can stay with kids, spend time, or grandparents are there, they can also stay. Like, we can create that kind of environment and work across and prepare a school where the kids enjoy and we also enjoy with the kids. Because most of the kids, if you see, they are very depressed after going to school. Trust me, when you go to work 8 hours or 10 hours, you are so stressed. And these kids at the younger age, sitting in a classroom from morning till evening, from morning 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, is a very hard for that kid. He's forcing his physical challenges things which he could have played. He would have burnt his energy, but he was stored his energy for sitting and listening something. I think if we can do in such a way, we can play and learn things and spend more time, because most of the schools are designed for mass, big numbers. So that is little challenging there also, but depends on the parents requirements and the kids interest. So if your kid is real, if you think your kid is special, do contact me, do discuss with me. I'll give you the best options for you. So next one is, I would like to tell some famous homeschooling success stories across the world. Tim Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is a former NFL uh, player. He's one of the homeschooled by his parents, and he became very famous in LLF. Uh, he was became a football player, and he won a lot of trophies in the district level. Tim Tebow, you can Google it and discover more about him. Next would be is Simon Bliss. Simon Bliss is an again a Olympic gold medalist. Because he could have got this gold medal just because he was given free hands to spend more time on his gymnastics. Because of gymnastics skills, he gained a master in it, and he won a gold for his country and is a homeschool. Once he got a gold medal, the government gave him an opportunity, and his life is secured. And her mother ordered to provide her with more time of training and competitions. So that is a competition you need to create in a kid, based on the physical challenges, not with mental abilities, because everybody have their own abilities, own skills. You cannot compare it and tell, oh, this guy is good, this guy is bad. No, you don't do that. Discrimination in the school level, because these schools have a lot of reports these days and tell your kid is not good at this, your kid is very bad in mathematics. No, he's not interested in maths, as simple as that. Why do you force him? Okay, without maths he can do so many other things. Basic numbers anyway he will gain. After by 11, for example, if the kid doesn't show interest in max till its 10th age, 10 years, no matter, by 11 automatically he knows the numbers. By dialing phone number he will know the number. That's enough for survival. 0 to 9 is more than enough numbers, because you don't need anything more than that. Next one is Rian. Rian is one of the Canadian humanitarian and philanthropist who has done homeschool by his parents at the age of 7. Till 7, he never entered into any schools. He was enjoying it with his communities and with his parents. And Indian educational system, earlier it was 6 years, now they have extended it to 7 years. Maybe you can spend another year with your kid and send to school at the age of 7 is a good time, because these days they have started by sending kids for at 3.5, 4 and all. I feel there's somewhere it is not suggested, because the kids has to spend some time with parents, because the kid will not be interested to spend time after the age of 7 with their parents. You do whatever you want as a parent, the kid is not interested to be with you anymore, because the kid want to play and he wants to create his own world till the age of 11 or 12. After 12 he will get along with his friends, and by 18 he doesn't want anybody, he want to make his own choice. Remember these things. By remember understanding these things only, you can create an environment for the kid. That's where all the gurukul concepts in India, they have fixed the age of 8 and 9, but they will take it by 7 and start preparing for the age of 8 and 9, and by 11 they will become a master. That's a method they use. So Gurukul concept again, I'm trying to blend with along with the homeschools, that also can work across. Because after 7 years, you don't want to. If you do whatever, you try to go closer, do whatever, the kid doesn't want you anymore. As a parent, as a support they need, but as emotional things or anything physically or playing wise, they will start repeating back to you, and which will hurt. So at the age of 7, I think it's good. They should try to be independent at that point, and by age of 18, they will structure the things very well. This is a secret, I can say, because this is a secret which is put across in most of the Gurukul concept in the ISA foundation method. And Bethany Hamilton is a professional surfer, and she is quite famous across world. And despite of losing her arm to shark attack at the age of 13, she went to become a professional surfer. This all happened because of homeschooling. And while doing surfing, the shark bit her and she lost her one of the arm. And Dutch sailor called Laura Decker. and she spent a lot of his life. From the age of 14, she spent a lot of time in sailing on different waters, and solo cross countries across waters, and she's quite famous in sailing. That's happened because she took up homeschooling. So these are different demonstrate I can put across. For example, if you take about India, let's come about Indian success stories of famous homeschool celebrities. One of the famous homeschool celebrities is Ritik Roshan. Ritik Roshan was having some disability that is about learning. He had learning disabilities because he couldn't concentrate for a long time. He wanted to get distracted, and he used to get a lot of other activities rather than studying. So this was one of the disabilities which made Ritik Roshan to choose homeschooling concept. And because of that reason, today he can entertain the world, and he is an iconic actor in India. And Indian film industry just admires his what you say, his approach or his physical presence. Advait Kolkara is a child prodigy from Pune who was done a homeschool at the age of 10. Till 10th standard, he was left without schooling because he was facing little challenges in his life. And today, at the age of 10, he started his schooling. And today, he became the Oracle certification programmer, and he's been identified as the youngest programmer in India. Why he became a youngest programmer? Because this Advait was so interested in coding and preparing a program. I think you should just leave those kids to allow to do these things rather than pushing them to school and study something. If they have studied, I think this kid would have not done a Oracle certificate. To do an Oracle certificate today, a lot of engineers are struggling. So you can go and check it in Oracle University. There is, you can just type Oracle certification free courses and paid courses by Oracle. There it is pretty challenging, but this kid is successfully cracking Oracle. And Meghana Srivatsav is a CBSE topper in India who has scored the highest marks in Indian CBSE class 12th exam. She has scored 499 out of 500 in CBSE 12th of in the year 2018. She scored just because of homeschooling. Remember this. Till age of 8 9, after finishing the at the particular age of requirements of homeschooling, you can just get the student and he will take up the exam. If he clears, is good. That's all the simple is. Raghav Joyal is a popular Indian dancer. You might have seen his choreographs. Raghav Joyal, he is today has become so famous and attractive for his dances just because of his homeschooling. And even Prabhudeva is was a very bad student in his school days, and he also took up a lot of activities to finish his schooling. And Vaishnavi Gowda, one of the Kannada actress, she has also done Mount Kajaro in Africa. She has climbed the peak, and she was spent a lot of activity in trekking, exploring nature at the age of 10. Vaishnavi Gowda, I think these kind of kids we need for the future. You need to allow them spend time in nature, agriculture, production, pottery, cooking, all sort of things. It is not just studying those books, science, commerce, maths, physics. There is something beyond that. Once if you understand the nature, I think physics questions will make you read physics. You don't know how the ball comes down, then you understand what is gravity. That simple the life is. And some more success stories are Tanishq Abraham, Indian actor, child prodigy who was homeschooled at the age of 11. Till 11 he never been to school, and he went to attend American River College at the age of 11, and he became a graduation associate degree by the age of 13. Oh my god, this is quite interesting. Tanishq Abraham has finished his degree at the age of 13. So many kids at the age of 15, 16 have completed IAS, and they made a impression and motivation for many things. And one of the famous the shooter, Indian sharpshooter, Anish Bhalwala is again is a homeschool, and his parents understood this kid was very passionate in shooting, so they put him in a shooting classes, and he won a gold medal 25 meters rapid firing pistol in the Commonwealth Games at the age of 15 and become the youngest Indian Commonwealth Game gold medal. See, we have a population of 140 crore. To get one gold medal, we are crabbing so badly. The reason is we are spending more time in studying some books. If you want to create Anish Bawala like this kind of things, kids, I think we need to support them to get into the actions, and studies will happen by naturally by your brain is prepared for that. See, if you never been to school, you never studied anything, at the age of 11 you come in front of me, I will teach you ABCD, you will learn in 1 minute or 2 minutes, as simple as that. At the young age, the kids has to play and become physically strong, then only they will survive for 100 years. Otherwise by 30, by 20 they lose eyesight, they get I don't want to name them because many kids already you have seen across around your surrounding, in your societies, they have a lot of challenges. And Malika Srivasan, again, is a well known businesswoman and a CEO of tractor and farm equipment, TAFE. And she's a homeschool. She never been to school. And he became a chairman, not because of the pride or richness. She was very skilled. And because of her skills, Malika Srinivasan got an opportunity to become a CEO for TAFE. So you don't need to be an IIM graduate anymore, nor IIT. If you talk those things what the IIT people are talking, I think you are a graduate. It's all about a mechanic story which I started initially. Next one is, what are the challenges our school kids are facing today? For example, to name them, kindly concentrate on your kids and around the kids in your surrounding, in your family, in your community or a society. Please identify these things. ADHD is quite common in many students or many school kids. They are very hyperactive. They are couldn't become more active. They are getting more depressed. ADHD is one of the major thing you need to concentrate. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD. So autism spectrum disorder. Please concentrate on their colors. Mention how they see, what angle their eyes are rolling up, how the viewers, is there any problem, please initially keep concentrating and try to fix as soon as possible. Learning disabilities like dyslexia or dyscalculia or dysgraphia, these three things are common in most of the kids in cities, metropolitan cities. So I think dyslexia could be easily solved if you identify in earlier stage. And intellectual disabilities, some kids doesn't want to talk. If they talk also, they talk very slow, or they are not in tune with talking. So these kind of things also can be identified. And palsy, cerebral palsy is another little complex to understand this. Maybe if you find any kid is playing, not able to play some games, or he cannot run faster or something like that, please concentrate on these small changes in the kids. It can be easily treated because we have a best medicines and best technology today, which has been a lot of research is done, so you can. And Down syndrome kids, Down syndrome is quite very uncomfortable situations for many parents to discuss. So I think you can concentrate on Down syndromes. If you see any symptoms, immediately contact the particular psychologist or the doctors or pediatricians. Hearing impairment, many kids hearing impairment is very challenging today. They might be sensitive, or they might be very non-sensitive for the sounds. So in that case, please work across, rather than ignoring them at the initial stage. Here, and then visual impairment. Visual impairment is having a lot of challenges in many kids. Make them play, observe, and understand. Speech and language disorders, many people have problem in speaking or a language disorders, where they get addicted for one particular language and they are not comfortable with any other language. So make sure your kid gain all possible languages. You don't restrict, because we are in India. Every 50 kilometers, food changes, language changes, people color changes. So let's accept this and work across. And physical disabilities, many kids have physical disabilities, so that can be concentrated. And epilepsy, many kids have epilepsies today. That also is very getting in huge numbers. Bipolar disorder, anxiety and depressions, mental health disorders, kids are going different things. If you don't observe, that might lead to a lot of trouble in coming days. How to, if you observe, if you don't know what to do, just stop them, make them stop doing things on a regular routine, and just leave them as they want. They will recover back, and mental order will be automatically fixed. But do support with them, and do understand their things. And some kids have asthmas, diabetes, and cancerous cases are more. I think we can concentrate on these kind of a few things which I have put across. Parents to concentrate on these things. Additionally, some children may have multiple disabilities, complex needs, requirements like specialized support. Sometimes kids want to be somebody next to them, or they like get addicted with one particular kid, and those kind of things must be changed. You should not make a kid to get adopted to one particular people, uh, and one particular people in the sense in the school level at their ages. So for example, they get addicted with the 5 age, and they become mum, and they don't talk, and wherever he walks he'll start walking, wherever he sits another guy also will sit. This kind of also is considered to be a disorder. So do consider, do observe, spend some time with your kids. And I think we have a lot of opportunities today, and a lot of things are there which can provide and help you. And as I said, remember the mechanic examples, and remember the things. Allow the kids to do their own things, like in Sundays let them go and put a street side some marketing things. Let them sell some vegetables and come back. Let them do entrepreneurship, let them start incubation centers, and let them cook something and ask them to go and promote his product. They'll do the best things rather than any MBA graduates, trust me this. So give the kids possible things rather than making them forced to study something which makes them very disturbing and challenging. So many kids today are facing a lot of challenges in education. I think let's address this and support and make the society and the nation proud of our future kids, and support them. And if you are interested, anybody parents or anybody want to sponsor, I think we can sit and discuss, and create some opportunities for homeschooling in the cities. I'm located at Bangalore. Maybe you can contact and start working. Well, let's create some environment or a concept of homeschooling. We can use NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling syllabus, get permission from them, and start a homeschool. And by creating a good environment, we can create a better future students. So many kids are facing a lot of disorders. Please don't discriminate them, support them, and guide them. Some kids have seen very challenging at the age till 9, 10. They are put across with Sanskrit chants. These Sanskrit chants can make the kids speak very well. Allow them to put in music classes if their communication is bad, because music and sangeeta and all these things will make them improve the vocabulary skills. And physical things also can overcome, and a lot of benefits are there in music and dance and these kind of things. Please don't ignore our Indian culture. Have deeply studied many things, and we have kept preserved a lot. And many foreigners are coming here through different channels like ISKCON or Isha, or Art of Living, or you can say Neem Karoli Baba is a good example. Osho. All these people have created a lot of depth understanding of many things in spiritual world, and also with teaching in Gurukul concepts, and designing the what do you say, syllabus, or uh, stepwise analysis to put across the things to prepare for future. So I think let's work across, and we can prepare a lot of opportunities in coming days. And your Vinny signing off, your career guide. And your kids are the best. Don't create competition. Create such an environment where they involve and evolve and create future. Good luck for parents and kids. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm Vinny here. You can just type and comment it on YouTube, or connect me on LinkedIn or Spotify. You can comment. I will be the first person to reply and happy to assist you. Thank you all.